بہت شکریہ جناب مفتی شاد احمد اعجاز صاحب تھے یہ. اب اس سے پہلے کہ ہم اپنے آڈینس کے لیے فلور اوپن کریں، کچھ الفاظ، کچھ خیالات اگر ہمارے آنریبل ممبر جو ہیں، پینل جو ہے ہمارا جورسٹ، سر اگر آپ میں سے کوئی کچھ نکات اٹھانا چاہے مختصراً تھوڑا سا، اگر آپ لوگوں کا بڑا تحمل ہے کیونکہ آپ کا کام بڑا مشکل ہے، آگے کا بھی اس وقت کا بھی، تو اف یو وانٹ ٹو. جی سر، آپ وہاں تشریف رکھ کے ہی بات کریں گے.
جی
علی اسلم جعفری صاحب. جی سر، آپ کا میں مختصر سا اگر تعارف سب کے ساتھ شیئر کر لوں. Mr. Justice retired Syed Ali Aslam Jafri started his formal career in 1965. He became an advocate of Sindh High Court in 1972 and practiced as an advocate of the Supreme Court of Pakistan from 1986 onwards. Mr. Justice Jafri has also been affiliated with the field of legal education, hence has held many eminent positions during the pursuit. He has served in the capacity of Federal Insurance Ombudsman as well. Sir.
Thank you very much. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. A very interesting and lively discussion, or rather we should say the expression of views by various speakers who are in fact experts in their field and very learned people. It has been rightly pointed out that the thesis produced by Mr. Shahnawaz Agha, actually its scope is very wider, and it requires lot of discussion on different parts which have been mentioned and pointed out. Mr. Agha has tried his best to cover all the aspects as per his vision relating to improvement and development and creation of a model society for the human beings, particularly with reference to our beloved country. Certain observations with reference to the thesis were made. Some agreements and disagreements were expressed by Dr. Khalid Zahir, and thereafter he also expressed his own views to meet the situation. Similarly, other speakers also touched the point. Air Vice Marshal Abid Mohammad Rao Sahab, though his speech and expression was to some extent general in nature, but in fact it is one important aspect which cannot be ignored, because when we try to build a nation or a country and we ignore the basis, we forget the basis, we change the norms according to our likings and dislikings, so many confusions arise. Various aspects relating to difficulties faced by the nation were pointed out by him. Similarly, when we heard Dr. Huma Bakai, she touched the subject with a quite different style and her own concept with respect to Pakistan being a secular state. Some may agree, some may not agree with her views, but after all, it's the very purpose of this session or this paper reading or expression of views is to enlighten the masses, people who are all highly educated and well placed in the society and leaders of the society, to provide food for thought to them and to consider whether from this angle also we can go in a direction for the betterment, strengthening and development of a country with prosperous life of its citizens. Then there was Mr. Zubair. We have been hearing him, and he also analyzed the situation, put up certain solutions as well. The point raised by Agha Sahib, particularly with reference to certain fiscal arrangement and the Chief Justice or the Chief Qazi or Qaziul Quzzat being the head of the state, also came under discussion. Similarly, it has been pointed out by Mufti Irshad Ahmad Ejaz Sahab. Unfortunately, he was not with us when other speakers expressed their views, and had he been here, then perhaps he too would have been in a position either to disagree or to agree with some of the speakers to some extent. Anyhow, since the member of a judiciary, and at present I do not know the terms of my reference, or even my dear friends who are sitting here, that whether we have to announce a judgment or we have just to hear and note down the points which have been expressed by the honorable, very learned speakers, all of them, and subsequently at some stage we have to prepare our recommendations. However, I may add here one point, most probably pointed out by Mr. Zubair Ahmed, that in such cases, the presence of a moderator and the discussion in such a manner that certain questions soon after the completion of a speech by an honorable speaker, questions should have been invited from the participants as well. So that so many things which a particular speaker said, but some of the audience required it to be clarified, or they did not agree or were not able to digest it. So the process of conducting the next seminars may kindly be considered, keeping in view this observation, and I am confident that by brainstorming, perhaps we may reach at some conclusion. But the only personal observation from my side is that we are living in a society of frustration in various walks of life, which has created lot of fuss, and we are going far away from the very fundamental basic preaching of the Islam, that is live and let others live. Say and hear others. You hear somebody, it is not necessary that you follow him. It is not necessary that you may agree him. You may argue with him, but within the limits of a social and very systematic and cool temperament like person. But you don't try to put hand on his mouth. Don't try to make him afraid. Convince him with arguments. Because we think and we believe that we are the followers of a religion we are the followers of a message where tolerance in the society is the basic thing. And we are the followers of a great personality in this Kainat universe who was an example Makarimul Akhlaq. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
ڈاکٹر صاحب آپ کچھ کہنا چاہیں اب؟ جی آپ کو
Thank you, sir, for your enlightened input.